If you play VR, you would know there are two major types of games, the shooty games and the sortie games. Personally, I like sortie games. This is not 100% by choice, since I can't aim to save a school bus full of children speeding off of a cliff, but it does help that I like swords over guns. I'm not gonna pretend like Blade and Sorcery is an underground hidden gem of a game. Chances are, if you have VR or like it, you have either played, seen, or heard of this game before. Blade and Sorcery has two versions, PC and Nomad. I have most of my time on Nomad because I am poor, but since this update is PC only and it was gonna go up in price a whole $10, I took out my wallet, shed a tear, and bought the game. If for some godforsaken reason you don't know what this game is, watch this video. It's on Nomad, but the points still stand. Are you back? Thanks for the free view. If you want to know what Blade and Sorcery is, I'll give you a quick rundown. All you need to know is that you fight random dudes with weapons, but this game has some of the best fighting physics in VR and is very, very addicting. That being said, this game has been in early access for way too freaking long. After owning this game for something like 3+ years at this point, it was basically, albeit a pretty cool, sandbox sword fighting tech demo. They did do a dungeon update, which was kind of like what we have now in this new update with Crystal Hunt back in like 2021, maybe slightly later for Nomad. But aside from that, I'm gonna just say it, there really hasn't been much when it comes to any substantial content updates. Here we are now, it's like June 2024, and on the 8th of June, earlier this month, we got a massive mic drop. And now, the game is out and everything in my life has been fixed. Poverty, depression, anxiety, literally any single problem I could vocalize has been solved thanks to this game. And like what my imaginary brain therapist says, there is no better way to cope with trauma than mercilessly attacking your enemies.
So, I think you already know what you gotta do, or what's gonna happen. I'm going to take your hatchets, and I'm gonna push you.
Fun fact, I made a video on Blade and Sorcery about 1.5 years ago. So you're probably wondering, why am I making another Blade and Sorcery video now? Yes, that is the voice I am giving you.
It's because this one is actually fun.
If you asked me how many VR games out there have meaningful character and skill progression, I can only really think of 3 games. One game I hate, and for the sake of this video, I am going to pretend like the other 2 don't exist. Thus, Blade and Sorcery 1.0 is the first game of its kind to have this feature. But for real, this update finally added one of, if not the most anticipated VR content drops. If you want a really simple version of what was added here, here you go. This update adds Crystal Hunt. Yay! You start by making a character and picking its background. Once you finish that and some other tutorial stuff, you go into the dungeons. Do you remember the dungeon update I talked about like 6 audio clips ago? Yeah, it's a bunch of those. But the twist is that as you play, you collect money and magic rocks. You can use the money to buy weapons, armor, and whatever else you feel like. And after finishing a handful of dungeons, you get to go to the cool dungeon. This is where you fight this really, really neat looking rock dude.
But after a while, can I block this? Oh my god!
And after that, you do some weird, wacky ritual and get this cool looking, more magical magic rock, then pass out and wake up at home. So all in all, a pretty normal Saturday night for me. You're probably wondering, what do you do with this more fancy magical magic rock? Well, you can use this fancy more magical magic rock to give you the ability to unlock more spells or skills by using the normal magic rocks as currency. I know that was kind of confusing, but trust me, it just makes sense. Pause. Okay, so I wrote this script about 3 days ago, maybe, and in between then and now, I did play the game more. I played it on stream for 3.5 hours, which is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I did a lot more, but my points still stand. There is an ending to the story, at least I think. I literally don't know. I have seen some things, but I am trying to stay spoiler free. But hopefully by the time this video gets out, I will most likely be done with it, and if not, fuck me, okay? I'm trying. And that is the quick rundown. What was my time? Pretty good. I think I was pretty fast with that. And overall, I give this game like an honest 8 out of 10. Now let me bring you back to reality. Is this fun? Yes, it is. Do I really like this game? Yes, but I can already tell you that there are 2 semi-problems with this game. For one, this game is like super easy to me. I basically played the tutorial for 3 years. But like this one dude on Reddit that I probably won't find the screenshot to said, this game provides you with the freedom to fight basically any way you want. And when they said freedom, they were not kidding, because you can literally grab an ore and relentlessly pummel someone until they die.
Okay. You will be my weapon for now. Well, I don't think she has a bow and arrow.
The other problem, which is probably a bit more valid, is the fact that this game is honestly a bit repetitive. Don't get me wrong, I will still greatly enjoy this game, but a lot of the maps are kind of the samey, which is a bit of a bummer. Thankfully, at least for me, the magic and skills are good enough to at least kind of distract me from that problem. Overall, I like this game. I think it's good, and I think it's fun. Yippee, I know. Hopefully they add more bosses and more dungeons in the future, but I am happy with this. Also, look at these. These are really cool spells, and this is also really cool, but I don't know where to put that in the video, so I'm just gonna stick it here. I think these are cool. Nice. Anyways, like, sub, comment, or not, honestly, you can do it, but I would be thankful. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I have to go poop. Bye.